What's going on, everyone? Dwayne here from NorCal Nerf Club, and very happy to say that today we get to take a real good look at the brand new Adventure Force Tactical Strike AEON, however you want to say it. I actually had to look this up. You know what the correct pronunciation is? It's just AEON Pro. AEON spelled like that is actually pronounced AEON officially. So the A is kind of silent there. 4 letters in the word, and 3 of them are vowels. I don't get it, but that's it. AEON, and that's what I'm going to call it. I know everybody's going to correct me down in the comment section, but AEON Pro is actually the official way to pronounce the name of this blaster. We're going to go with that. So anyways, the Adventure Force Tactical Strike AEON Pro. You've heard a lot about this blaster before. It's been reviewed a whole lot of times besides this and the Nexus Pro, of course, which is just like a smaller, compact version of the Nexus Pro. I wish I had a Nexus Pro here to properly compare the two, but today we're really just concentrating on looking at the AEON Pro. There's the front of the box, nice picture of the blaster, saying it includes, of course, 12 half-length Adventure Force Pro darts. They're very good darts. I've got some of them already. Shoots over 125 feet. Yeah, I would believe that. I've seen where this has a lot of power to it. On the back over here, of course, showing you that it has a tactical slide. So this is the top prime, and it has the half-length Pro Dart ammo clip on there. Just get a 12-rounder on these, and yeah, it's just a little bit of nice little description of the blaster here. Pretty much not a whole lot to talk about on the back, but let's go ahead and pop this out of the box. You know me, I don't really like looking at the box too long. And there we go. There is the brand new AEON Pro. As you can see, you have the muzzle attachment here. You've got your 12 rounds there. And yeah, that's looking good. I actually like this. It's the first time I've seen this color in person. And it is very orange, this blaster. It's a whole lot orange, and it's very nice looking though. But let's go ahead and bust this out of the package and take a look at it. Well, there you have it, all out of the box. The AEON Pro is all set, ready to go. I have loaded all 12 of the included half-length darts in there, and then I realized in the tray also there you get 2 extra spare O-rings. That's good. Whenever those wear out, you have ones to replace them with. Put the muzzle attachment on, and that fits on there very, very nicely. I like that. It's just pressure fit, but it's a nice pressure fit. It's not going anywhere. That kind of looks good. I don't mind it. It's a nice little muzzle attachment on there. You know, may prefer something else, but it doesn't bother me a bit. And this is a good looking blaster. I'm liking this, but you know me, I like to take things right out of the box and get them over the chronograph. See what they can do completely stock. Here we go. 157.4 on the first shot. That's a little higher than what I've seen in other reviews of this blaster. That's pretty impressive, actually. 161.7, and that flew back. That hit my dart catcher, the back of it, and flew back out here. Here we go. Let's take 6 shots. 166.9. This blaster is doing incredibly well. That's a little bit stiffer of a prime, but nothing that's going to bother me. I'm a bigger guy, bigger hands. That grip is really nice. I'm able to get a hold of it, and I'm thoroughly impressed with the numbers I'm getting here. 151.2. That's been my lowest one so far. Really? 169.5. Just knocked the back of my dart catcher off. It's kind of full right now, but wow. Okay, let's take one more shot. 155.1. So, wow, we've got some really impressive numbers, and like I said, a little bit hotter than I've seen from other reviews of this blaster. We had that max of 169.5, a minimum of 151.2, an average of 160.3. On a small, compact, retaliator style blaster that, get this, costs $25. And it is available, of course, on the shelves at Walmart or at walmart.com. That's just really, really impressive to me. That's incredible. You know, people have been talking just a whole lot about this blaster and got very excited about it. It's very easy to paint, and I love some of the paint job ideas people have come up with this. But those numbers really impressed me out of the box. Now, in this video, I have planned to open this up and to put a 14, if I can do it, I think I can, put a 14 kilogram Longshot spring in here. But the numbers I'm getting are pretty insane for a stock blaster right out of the box. I mean, I gotta say, this is absolutely the best top prime blaster ever made, and it cost $25. That is just absolutely amazing to me. But let's go ahead and let's talk about some of the other features on the blaster. I've still got 6 rounders in here. So yeah, it's really easy on this one too, by the way. Go ahead and prime it. And as you can see here, I can easily from here, just right there, top prime from there. Simple, really easy with that top of that mag. That's incredible too. I mean, how many times you want to do that where, you know, it takes a couple hands to drop the mag and then load it, but if you're playing and then you just be able to open up the breech there and just put in another round into the top of the magazine, wow, I mean, that's pretty cool too. But there we go, we'll prime it once, then you press this little button back here, of course, and that's gonna deprime it and load another one. So that's gonna shotgun 2 of them real nicely. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I got to reset my dart catcher again. It's just going to have these darts going all over the floor. But yeah, really impressive. That's a cool trick little thing to do. We'll talk about the safety a little bit. Safety, the little trigger lock over here. Push it to that side and then you can't pull it. And we don't talk about the safety too much because it's a pretty obvious thing. Yeah, I want to see how well we got. So let's get these out of here real quick because I want to throw them inside a worker mag, just to show how well they work in there. Yeah, that fits really nice, guys. Oh wow, that is really cool. Very, very nice, very smooth. And then I've heard also that this will take the 18 rounders. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to grab a couple darts here and let's see what the results would be with full-length darts. Well, there you have it. I have loaded up 6 Dart Zone Pro darts in here, the bamboo darts, and let's see what they can do in here. That magazine fits very nicely. That ridge is right there. That ridge that stops in some other blasters, it's exactly right there. So it does not affect it any. Really nice. You can put an 18 rounder on this. Looks kind of big and everything, but that don't look bad. Very, very orange. We're at 132.8. Yeah, no, these are Dart Zone bamboo darts, and the first shot 132.8, 135.4, pretty good. 137.1, 134.8. 135.4. Let's do one more. 136.4. That's real impressive. That's pretty good. Now those are for the full length darts. You know, it's really everybody's headed towards you know, the short length, the half length darts, and that's fantastic. That's a great thing. But there's going to be times maybe you're going to want to go to a full length dart. So there you go. You're getting getting a little bit above the most, you know, like a 130 average there. In fact, our max there was 137.1. Minimum was 132.8, and our average was 135.3. That's pretty impressive. This blaster just keeps impressing me. I can see why everybody's gotten so excited about this in other reviews that I've watched. Those are really fantastic numbers. But I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and open this up and see if we can get that 14 kilogram Longshot spring in it. Well, there you have it. There are the internals of the new AEON Pro. And this is a pretty simple mechanism, you know, very much like a Retaliator. It reminds me a lot of that. And but I really like that big, huge plunger tube there. I've seen, of course, pictures of the internals of this before, and boy, that's nicely lubed up and everything. Let's go ahead and remove the catch. I just want to get to the spring for right now. So go ahead and remove this mechanism here. All of our plunger tube. And breech there. And then the spring just comes out. Maybe we just need a little twist there to the right, actually. And we get to our spring, which is very interesting to me, and I've been wanting to look at it. I'm going to set that over there so grease doesn't pick up any lint or anything. Boy, that is a stiff spring. The spring replacement I kind of want to try here is Worker 14kg Longshot spring. Now that's going to be pretty close. No, it is the same diameter, but quite a bit longer. And I'm really kind of dubious of putting in that much into there. That's a kind of shorter plunger tube. I think it may be able to compress enough, but luckily enough, I have another Longshot spring here. Same thing, but I've cut it down a little bit. I do that for the orbits. Yeah, for the X-Shot orbits. Just take a little tiny bit off. Now that's a little bit closer. These are both. Boy, I'll tell you what, that is a sturdy spring. And I'm kind of wondering, can I get away with going that far with this? I don't want to break those tabs or any of this plastic or anything. Boy, that is a stiff spring. I'm not kidding. That is comparable. That is probably a little bit stiffer than the 14kg spring. It really is. That is some stout stuff. But then the idea being maybe putting a little bit more spring in there, and we'll see what kind of an improvement that we'll get. Pretty much same gauge wire, same diameter and everything. It makes me want to try to decide if I want to try to put in all of it, because I'm going to go for it. This is a pretty sturdy system. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work out too well, we have a backup plan. So there we go. See what happens. Drop in this spring. I could put in a spring spacer, but I don't think I will. The thing is just getting it to compress enough here. Quite a bit of pre-compression there and getting that to lock in place, but look how nicely it does that. Okay, as long as that stays lined up in there, we should be okay. Makes me want to kind of bring out the little spring spacer there just to make sure. Yeah, because I don't want that binding up too much in there. But let's go ahead and put this all back in place again. Very easy. This is so simple of a system. It is really incredible how simple that it really is. Catch back in place there. Okay. So where I need that to be? Yeah, that is where I need to be. Okay. Hey man, spring is in there. Everything's looking good here. Yeah. Now, just the whole deal, if I can get it to, if it's going to compress and catch, yeah, I think we're going to be all good. That's a pretty sturdy spring in there. Like I said, that's a little bit harder, probably just a little bit more than the 14kg spring, which is very interesting. And but then we got a little bit more spring in there. So let's see if it compresses and catches in that space. We'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, and I'll be right back with you. Well, there you have it. The AEON Pro is completely put back together, and we have arrived at the moment of truth. How hard is this going to be to prime, and will it even catch? And yes, it will, and that wasn't bad at all. Ain't gonna lie, a little stiffer prime, but it still's got that smoothness as you pull it back, no clicking and, things locking into place. I have loaded up 12 more darts into there, and here we go. Here's the next part of our moment of truth. How much improvement did we make here? Now remember, we had a 160 average on this, which was really surprising out of the box and very impressive. Let's see what's going on here now. At 160, okay. That does prime nice. Let's go here. 155.8. 159. So really, so far, 156.7. So far, not any kind of really big market improvement. 155.8, because I'm really basically getting about the same numbers that I was getting with the stock spring in there. Let's take one more. They're good numbers and everything. Like I said, we hit a 160 average before. Our max was exactly 160. Our minimum was 155.8, and our average was 157.4. So interesting. Looks like I'm probably going to have to get a stronger spring to go in this, because that stock spring, boy, I'm not kidding. That's pretty heavy duty. I would suggest, now you've seen how to put this in, I would suggest probably, you know, maybe you can try like a 16 or 18 kilogram long shot spring. I don't know, those are pretty heavy. Drax certainly has a nice kit available and a pretty nice spring that's available too. Getting it up to really right around this range though, just 160 to 165. So this is definitely a route I guess you could go if yours is hitting like 140, between 140 and 150, and you want a little bit of a boost. This is one way you can go with this. Really not one of my big successes, not the success that I was looking for out of that spring. Well, hold up. I can't just finish the video off right there. I decided to take you out back, actually, to the space that I play an online game called Lockdown. Now, Lockdown is an online HVZ game that you get to play with real blasters against real people. It's a whole lot of fun, and I'm going to leave a link down below in the description box where you guys can get signed up to play this on Facebook. It's a whole lot of fun. I really highly recommend it. I know you guys are itching to get out and play, and it's a great way to do it. But here, I'm out here in the used car graveyard. Like I said, this is where I play Lockdown at, where I make the videos for it, and it's a lot of fun. But this is a little bit different. Usually I wouldn't be shooting it this far, and I'll be shooting at a much smaller target during lockdown. But there I go. I've got the human-sized target, my dart catcher set out there at exactly 50 feet, and we're going to see how the AEON Pro performs. Now let me go back. I did leave the 14 kilogram Longshot spring in this. It's just fine. I got a little bit of a boost, not much of an increase in performance, but the funny thing is I got all those really good numbers when I first opened up this blaster and got it out of the box. Incredible numbers in the 160s. But then later on that night and the next day, I was really just getting the same, like 145 to, 150, maybe a little bit lower 150s at the highest out of it. So, it's kind of hard to gauge my success from that. But so I got a little bit extra boost in there. I went ahead and left it in there, and I realized kind of the point of this video is not so seeing how much more power I could get out of this, but really showing just how easy it is. If you've got that diameter spring to put in there, by all means, yeah, put it in there. You can experiment, do what you want with this blaster. It has a very, very good stock spring in it, an amazing stock spring in it. I would kind of like to try Drax spring, that Chungus spring. A lot of people say that the prime on it is extremely heavy. This one, it is not extremely heavy. 14 kilogram is not bad at all. And I'm averaging right now 156 on this. This thing hits 155.8 most of the time. So the Chungus would really only add maybe 5 to 10 more feet per second onto that. So I'm kind of happy with where I'm at on this blaster. This won't be my first AEON, and it's probably not going to be my last video on the AEON Pro. But let's get back to the range test. I've got in here, the first 5 are going to be the Adventure Force Pro darts, and then I've got 5 Dart Zone Pro darts at the bottom of that. So Let's see. All the way, human-sized target, like I said, 50 feet. Ooh. That would have been a headshot at 50 feet. Bring it down a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, there we go. And I just cleaned the barrel. That's funny. You can see a little bit of the gun cleaner mist coming out of there. It didn't get all wiped out. So it's nice and clean barrel right now. There we go. All right, and again, nice hit there. Okay, now we're on the Dart Zone Pro darts right now. Let's check these out. They're real good. You know they're all real good. Oh, these are nice, solid. It is really still flying there. I was a little low on that one. Yeah, there we go. Another nice hit. Oh, that'd probably been another headshot. Went back and hit the window here. Boy, these got some heat on it. There, nice shot right there. Really, really good. As you can't already tell, I'm really impressed with this blaster. But I want to try something else here too. Let's go ahead. Let's drop that mag. We'll load up 5 normal. Loaded up, we got there 5 Dart Zone Pro long darts in here. And this, I'm going to be curious. Now, we got a little bit of breeze down there on the target. Let's see if I can't still sneak it in there. Woo! I'm firing really high on this tonight. Kind of curved around and went right in there. Here we go. Oh. I think breeze got a hold of that one. Yeah. Gonna get it harder and harder to actually get it in there. Oh, that one will go. That one too. Pretty nice. So yeah, there you go. That's all of them. But it worked out really, really good. I really enjoy this blaster a whole lot. But yeah, look how great that looks. I've got the Worker 15 rounder hex magazine in here. Works great in this. As a matter of fact, I think the other Worker magazine, the other Worker short dart magazine, it fits in there better than the one that comes with this blaster. Also, I've got on here one of my covert clutch grips on the back over here. If you'd like to know more about these, I did a video on them, and you can hit the link up here in the corner right now and go take a look at that. Very interesting, and I highly recommend these. I get a bunch of them, and they just go on everything that I plan on playing with. They're very important to me. I really like them. But yeah, this blaster, I can't get over it for the price of $25. I mean, come on, that's a fantastic blaster. You've seen the performance on this. Very, very moddable. I kind of want to try and experiment a little bit with the doing a spring spacer down here. I tried it with a spring rest. It didn't work out too well for me, but there we go. I've got, yeah, Longshot, 14 kilogram spring in there. Working out great, like I said, averaging 156 on it right now. And it's not a whole lot more than stock, but I'll take it. It's got a nice little boost to it, and I know how easy, and you just saw how easy it is in this video to get in there and replace the spring in there with something that's even better, or something maybe if you want to bring down the power a little bit. Very, very simple to do, within minutes to open this up and do that. So, fantastic. Give it 2 big thumbs up all the way around. Like I said, the best top prime blaster ever made, and it cost $25. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Adventure Force. Adventure Force Dart Zone, just absolutely killing it this year, and I really enjoy this blaster so very much. As I did enjoy making this video for you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it enough to go down there and maybe hit me a little thumbs up on this one. I would very much appreciate it. But you take care, and I'll see you in the next one.